Hello. In this session, we are going to discuss about one more topic pertaining to principles and practice of banking, that is about marketing. You must have already got conversant with what is marketing, but in this session, we are going to talk about social media marketing. Now, marketing first became popular in the mid 1950s among consumer packaged good business such as General Electronics, Procter and Gamble, General Motors, Coca-Cola, etc. Now let us try to understand what is the primary goal of the marketing. The basic approach is to approach the consumers, reach the consumers, touch points so that the influence can be made on the clients for purchasing and also understand what is the purchasing behavior of the consumers. Social media is not a place for hard selling, but a place to build a healthy, trusting relationship. The more you interact with the customer, the more brand loyalty you build. So, social media is a unique component of consumer decision journey. It is the only form of marketing that can touch consumers at each and every stage, right to the period after purchase, as their experience influences the brand they prefer and their potential advocacy influences others. So, what is the driving force for social media? Now, driving force is building of image for each and every bank now. Technology has taken over. Today's marketing is different than what it was in yesteryears. In the good olden days, the banks used to concentrate only in print media, and at the most, they will try to reach the customer by personal calling. But technology has brought a sea change in marketing. So, one is to build loyalty to independent facets of the picture, and they have to be continuously reinforced with right image and the brand. So, the forcefulness is on the brand image. Today, with the younger generation, they don't feel like going to the banks for doing all odd works. So those days are over where banks were depending on walk-in customers, and now with the new avenues available, the customers have moved to networks. Before picking up a product, they undertake a lot of study through the network, and thereafter they take a decision which of the products offered by which bank suits them most. So under the circumstances, the banks have increased their spending the ad spending on social media, and the chart before you is indicating how the global ad spend on social media is increasing year by year. So 2013 to 2017 journey has been projected on your screen. So that will be an indicator that how popular the social media is becoming. Now, let us start with an understanding as to what do we understand by marketing. The definition of marketing is something like this: analysis, planning, implementation, and control of carefully formulated programs based on consumer research designed to bring about voluntary exchanges of values with target markets for the purpose of achieving organization goals and objectives. So you can disseminate this definition and try to understand what exactly we mean by marketing. One is analysis. We need to analyze which of the products are more suitable to which of the clients. Having understood this, made an analysis, then planning. How to approach the customers, how to reach the customers, And for that purpose, it has to be an implementation plan also has to be drawn. So once we do that, we'll be able to reach the customers and we'll be able to impress upon the products which we have so that they will become more or less good customers, and through them we can sell more and more products. Now, having understood the definition of marketing, let us move forward and see what is social media marketing. Social media marketing is a term that is used to describe marketing techniques focused on social media. All of us are very familiar with Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Pinterest, etc. Now, marketing done through these sites is called as social media marketing. So, it is a term that is used to describe marketing techniques that are focused on social media. This method of marketing is designed to utilize social websites where businesses are able to interact with the customers on a personal level. So you are approaching the customers on a personal level here rather than addressing to several people like what we find in print media. So that is the basic difference between the traditional marketing and the new marketing techniques which banks have adopted, what we call it as social media marketing. Now let us try to understand why social media marketing and why it is important. The first and foremost is it allows businesses to become more approachable and, more importantly, friendly in the eyes of their customers. This can also be used to gain valuable insight into what customers really think about the products and services. Interaction with the customers will tell us whether the product needs any improvement. If so, what type of improvements? The feedback you get instantly through the social media. So this is one of the advantage of social media marketing. Now, why it is important, we have already discussed. The next question which comes is the print media. Most of the people, you find the readers as passive participants. There is no interaction between the organization and the clients. As a result of which, whatever we advertise in the print media, that mostly goes as a waste because people may just read it, leave it at that stage. Whereas if you are advertising about your product through the social media, the participation between the client and the bank will be much more. So people will be talking what exactly, how do they like it, whether they like the product needs any improvement, if so, what sort of improvement is required. So basically it is an information sharing experience. Opinions, reviews based on the understanding of the product. And more importantly, the banks will also get a feedback as to what type of customers are liking which of your products, because we have variety of products. They are all directed towards different clienteles. Maybe you have products suitable for pensioners, you have products for youngsters, you have products for the middle-aged people. So through this media, we'll be in a position to understand what is the demand of our clients. So, and more importantly, the feedback is on a real-time basis. So time is not lost. We are not going to wait for somebody to come back to us, write to us, and then try to understand what exactly they want to say. So that takes a lot of time. Whereas in social media, you can instantly get a feedback, and based on that, you can make improvement in the products and satisfy the customer. Yes, this is what we have done, and it definitely suits you. That's what we hope. And if you need something more, please tell us. So that is how the real-time feedback helps the banks in designing the product, and also in delivering the product. The social media channels help to build collective opinion and facilitate healthy discussion about the product and service. So we have already discussed about the traditional media, that is news media. In fact, banks were also conducting the marketing through the radio channels some time back. But then again, that is also one-sided. You're not able to get back what exactly the customer feels and what improvements are required in your products. This is an advantage between the social media and traditional advertisement system. So what is important feature of the social media network is it is spread across a variety of channels and medium as compared to limited channels like newspapers or radio and other things. In India, we have got number of newspapers. Now, which of the newspapers, which person is reading, we really do not know. So where to advertise is also a big problem. Whereas social media, it has become a part of the day and everybody is going through Facebook or a Twitter. So these networks operate with various tools. That's another advantage. You can have an audio, you can have a video, you can have a text, you can have audio pods, private forums, public discussion boards, SMS, chatting, emails, variety of channels are available. So through this, you can really reach the audience and definitely it will make an impact. So the number of people using social media is constantly on the increase and banks have to now tailor to the changing needs of the people. And this is an important aspect which the bankers have to now keep in mind. The social media marketing by banks in India is also undergoing a change. Whether it is public sector bank or private sector bank or a cooperative bank, everyone has now started using social media to stay in touch with their customers. But by and large, private sector banks stand out as far as social media is concerned, both in terms of number of channels being used as well as engaging with their customers. Bringing out a video, putting it on a social media is not an end itself. You need to find out what the customer is talking about, because after watching the video, immediately the customer reaction starts. It is at this point the banks have to keep a track on that and immediately respond to the queries raised by the customers. Then only it is going to be useful and it will be impressing the customer. Yes, the bank really cares for me and they have given an answer to my query. Now, how banks can use social media in the present circumstances? Now, banks can drive awareness about the new products, new service which they have launched. Banks can also engage with the customers, try to find out if there are any queries, instantly answer them so that the queries get answered, the customer gets the satisfaction. Banks can also use the social media for finding out good candidates, high quality candidates for the jobs. So quite a good number of private sector banks have started using this media instead of calling for application through the press and or any other media, but social media is driving them and giving them good opportunities. The social media also can be used to gauge its performance in the industry and identify areas for improvement and foster innovation. By watching what other competitors are doing, what new products they have brought in, can I bring another improved product than that and introduce in the market? That is how the social media can be used by the banks in India. Well, these are the popular social marketing networks. I'll just read out for your benefit again: Facebook, Twitter, Google+, LinkedIn, Instagram, Pinterest, YouTube, Snapchat. These are some of the important and most popular social media marketing networks, and quite a good number of people are using. Amongst them, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, these are all very, very popular these days. Why social media marketing will work? You may ask me a question. First thing is it helps as a brand building tool. Through this social media marketing, the brand image gets higher and higher. And once you create an image in the minds of the clients, there will be a repeat customers, and also it will help in bringing in new customers. Well, there is an old adage, marketing adage, which says it takes 6 to 8 exposures to a product before a customer decides to buy. So that means immediately somebody will not buy anything. So repeat exposures are required for that product, and that can be done very easily at a lower cost through social media. This also helps you inviting the visitors to the website to sign up for a mailing list. So you get a ready-made customer, you get a mailing list updated to avail a service, or they can just log in and say that please call me, I want to utilize your services of this particular product, say for example a housing loan, or I want a credit card, I want a debit card. So they will just leave a message, and that can be used in calling back, consulting, giving a free consultation to the client. So the client will make up his mind based on how you react and how fast you react. So this is an important aspect in social media marketing which the banks must remember. Now, what are the benefits of social media? One is branding, as I said earlier. Second, it can be used for increasing the brand awareness. So through this media, you can go on imposing, or rather talking about your brand, what is exactly your bank is doing. Then most importantly, through social media, word of mouth advertising takes place. People who have watched your video or people who have read about your product will go and tell another 10 persons outside that this particular product is good. I've gone through and I've studied, I've done a research about the products offered by other banks. So that is how word of mouth advertising through this social media is an important aspect, and that is going to add to your business. Social media also will result into increased customer loyalty and trust. Persons who are watching your videos or reading about your product will try to compare your product with other banks' products. So once they are impressed about your product, the loyalty automatically increases and the trust is built up. It also helps in improved audience reach and influence more and more people. And lastly, a bank can provide customers with educational content to help them make right financial decision. Now this educational content can also help them in utilizing certain services. For example, transferring funds through BHIM application, transferring funds through your internet banking. Many of the customers, particularly the people who are in a later stages of age, say for example 55 or 60 above, many of them are not aware how to use internet banking, etc. Through social media and through the educational content which you put in on the social media, they will try to learn. Life will be more easier and helpful to them if we put this educational content on the social media. Now, banks in India and social media marketing. Let us try to understand where do we stand. A survey was conducted by Simplify 360, and according to this survey, public sector banks are lagging behind the private sector ones. I'd made mention earlier that private sector banks are using the social media marketing in a big way, and they are trying to impress upon their customers how best are my products. So it comes to the the scenario, of course, has started changing now. The public sector banks also have the social media marketing through Facebook, through Twitter, and all these other channels which are available. The next question comes for a banker, how to choose a network? Which network is more suitable for me and my people? So each network, there are various networks which we have discussed earlier: Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, videos, and other things, YouTube. Now, each network has its own strengths and weaknesses. If you are marketing a particular product or a service, you have to carefully choose which they want to take advantage of. Some people would like to see your videos on YouTube. Some people would like to chat with you on a Facebook or a Twitter. So accordingly, you have to choose the network which you feel suits the customers or clientele towards whom it is directed. So some of the networks will discuss their advantages. Facebook, it offers an opportunity to reach a variety of customers and potential customers. It has volume. Good number of people are using Facebook nowadays. So this is an advantage in Facebook. Twitter, it has a volume of messages. There are over 500 million tweets sent every day. And this may be used as a customer service platform and business development channel. So as I said, each channel has its own advantages. So we have to select the right channel as to what exactly and which audience we are reaching. LinkedIn, it has a robust network. It's an amazing network for B2B social media marketers. This network is suited for building relationship with future customers. Google Plus. So this has got a strong presence on site, and someone searches for your company or a bank through Google, a snippet of your profile will appear on the results page. So this is a different channel, and these networks, the few which we have discussed, can be selected according to your need and according to your choice. Now, we'll move forward and see how the contents are to be created and how they are to be posted. Videos is one of the media through which you can reach the clients. So videos explain best features of your product and services. It is a proactive approach to a social customer care. And basically, the queries of the customer get answered then and there only. Because when you are preparing a video and posting a video, you will also be visualizing what type of questions will come into the minds of my clients. And if your video contains answers to that type of question, the common questions which the common people can ask, so the queries get answered then and there only. The customer need not come back to you asking questions, and he gets full satisfaction about the product. The queries are answered then and there only, so he can select your product by just watching your videos. Then brand building, positioning the organization as a leader in the field, elevating the brand by developing engaging contents. Engaging contents, I mean that you can talk about what your bank is all about, what type of services your bank is offering. So the clients who are either watching a video or going through the contents posted on a Facebook or a Twitter will get engaged. If they have any answers, if they have any questions, they will immediately post it. So if there are any questions, you can just go through and reply it instantly. So the customer gets a feedback instantly. He need not walk into your bank. He did not walk into your branch. So you're going to save time and at the same time the cost also. So this is the advantage again of social media. So the social media feedback, the business opportunities are tremendous, and this can be encashed through real-time feedback, and this can be used for improving your brand image or a service or a product. And for that, monitoring is very, very important. Constant monitoring is very, very important. The social media also helps you in understanding plans of competitors. What type of facilities are being granted? To give you an example, a war is going on in the internet market nowadays. Jio is offering postpaid plan for say rupees 129 rupees. The other brands they are offering for 399. Someone is offering for 409. Now if you open up, you will find quite a good number of people who are paying 309 or 499. They're all writing to these companies, why can't you reduce your price? So this sort of feedback goes to these companies and they need to act fast. Otherwise, there is going to be migration. So banks also can try to understand what my competitors are offering, whether my product and service is competent enough to stand in the market or not. Does it require any improvement? So this is the understanding the opportunity, business opportunities that's an advantage through social media. Staying engaged always is a very important aspect. Posting a video or posting something about your service is just not the end in itself. You need to constantly watch what your clients are saying about a product or a service. And if you ignore these clients, the clients will not come back to you. The clients will go to that bank which is instantly giving the answers to their queries. So it's an important aspect that we need to keep a watch on what people are giving. Are there any comments about my product? Are there any comments about my service? If so, immediate response has to be given. Even if the client has kept a negative feedback about a product or service, it has to be taken with a pinch of salt, improve it, and give instant answer to the client. Yes, at least instantly you say that we are improving and we are looking into it and we'll come back to you soon. Kindly leave your contact number or an email. We'll be in touch with you. So that gives you an impetus to the client. Yes, this is the bank which cares about me. And once you create that type of an image, certainly your brand image will be better, your understanding will be better, the client understanding will be better, and then that is the way you can enhance your presence in the market. This is just an example. One of the